Hey, this is Chris with Ugly.Teacher.Hiking. Today is Labor Day, and figured the best thing would be hit up the beach, probably for one of the few last times that we can actually be at the beach here in Rhode Island. So it's a beautiful day. And I was thinking also, can we use a MSR Whisperlite at the beach? Would it make sense, or is it too much of work to get it going? Well, we're going to find that out today. Stick around. I think you'll get a kick out of this one. Ugly.Teacher.Hiking. I hike it so you don't have to. So here we go. Here's the MSR Whisperlite International. It's an older version. It still works. It's a work beast. So in case you don't know, you have the stove itself. This is the stove. To tell that it's the international version, you have a little wick or carbon fiber down here. The tube here is thicker than the other versions. And I have to suspect it's probably the same as on the newer ones as well. Newer ones, instead of using these like hanger-like legs, they use flat ones. Just open that up. Now, the only thing I don't like about this stove, it's big, bulky. Now, some of you should be asking, well, what else do we need here? Well, we also need our pump, which is an additional weight. Keep in a plastic bag because I think you'll figure that out in a moment. So you need that, and you need your fuel bottle. Right there. Now, a couple issues I had with this. I like to use my 550 mug to cook. Well, anyone see the issue? 550 doesn't fit on it. It just barely fits. Not enough for any wiggle room. So then I was like, what can I use now? I have an MSR kettle, which I have not had any videos. I always thought it was a little bulky. It's perfect on there. Perfect. So we're going to give this a try. But before that, we got to get this whole thing set up and make this happen. Oh, okay. The waves finally died down. Big thing is we want to make sure this is as level as possible. Angle this. Keep in mind, this is going to have to go in like that. Okay. We're going to take our MSR fuel. Fuel is about halfway. Take the lid off. Now for me, I like my canister stoves, a little butane, but winter, these are supposed to be a lot better. And at one point, I had planned on doing a lot of winter hiking, camping. So. Okay, so I did about 25 pumps on that bad boy. We're going to insert that into there. Flip that over till it latches. Bend this around a little. Now the whole thing is to get a little fuel in there. Get a little fuel in there. Okay, I just saw a little plop in there. It's just enough to get it going. Remember, the whole point of this right now is to get it primed. Matter of fact, that's almost too much. Okay. So this thing's going to look nuts for a minute. So you got to get it going. The whole thing of this is to prime it. That's all this is, to prime it. And if you're trying to be inconspicuous, this is probably the wrong thing to be using. And if you notice, it's very breezy here. Probably not the best pump or stove to use at the beach. So it takes about a minute to prime. I want it to go out. Just opened it a little. I could see some fuel just dripping in barely. Now after it's primed, the flame right there should be like a blue flame to the point where you can't even see it. Okay. I think we're getting to that point right now. I can hear it. Hopefully you guys can see it. Okay. See how it just went transparent almost? That's the flame. It is ready to cook on. Okay, I can feel the heat above it. It finally sounds like a little jet engine. We should be good. You definitely need to have a heat shield or windshield on this. I wouldn't use it without a windshield. So it just changed angle view. So I'm going to take my kettle. I'm going to take my 16 ounces of water. Pour it in the kettle before I put it in here. I love this little table. This table is perfect for a lot of this type of stuff. The problem with the Whisperlite is that it doesn't really simmer. It's all really none from what I'm seeing, which is fine. Just gotta play around with it. You gotta be a little more of a cook. And with it being this breezy, I don't know. I'm sure you can hear it. It's sputtering a little. And I have a feeling it's because of the wind. All right, we're gonna put this on hold for a moment. We're about 2 minutes in. I really did not time it. Didn't want to have to time it. So we're about 2 minutes in. It's cruising away. Now, if I were to do this at the beach, as long as the beach allowed it, I probably would have used a canister stove. It'd probably be a little quicker and a lot less stuff to bring because the Whisperlite is a big stove and takes up a lot of room. But if you're going for extreme weather like wintertime, I think I would use this because those canisters under pressure do not do well in cold. So we're almost at 4 minutes. Almost at 4 minutes. Let's put that down. We are almost there. I love this little kettle. If it was a little smaller, I think I could use it more. It's just very big. I don't know. I may end up using it. I think yesterday to try this out was the first time I ever used this. So we're a little past 4. Today, I think we're going to do a little instant coffee. I got this at Whole Foods. Mount Hagen. I don't know. I've had it a couple times. It's really good. I'm sure you can see it's starting to steam out. Good thing about a kettle, it is boiling. So a good thing about a kettle is it contains it. We're about 5 minutes, give or take 5 minutes. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna kill this. All we have to do is turn that off. I can hear it stopped. I'm going to take the coffee, open it up. Typically, I would just cut the top off. And it looks like that's what's going to have to happen. These openings never work for me. I'm going to use my CRKT minimalist knife because I forgot my other neck knife that I just got the other day that I did the review on. This is a great little knife. And people don't get worried about someone having a knife that looks like that. It looks more like a cheese knife than anything. So we can just plop this off to the side for a second. All right, let's take this. Now the problem with this kettle is the lid can be a little finicky, so keep that in mind if you get this. I got this off REI for their scratch and dent or whatever. Put that there. I cleared that out. It's at 16 ounces. Man, it's a cool little setup. The problem here is you got a lot of screws on here that can get gunked up by sand. I mean, not that other stoves don't, but I don't know if I would be a big beach person with this. My BRS stove, I could pick up within a minute after. This, that's not too bad. Oh, that's very warm. You got the hose. I'd probably stick with the BRS stove if I need something warm at the beach. And stick with this for camping. Liquid fuel is great. Liquid fuel is a little cheaper than canister fuel. So there's a lot of pluses and minuses. You got to judge everything. This stand, love it. I climb. Great. Kettle, you'll be seeing this more and more videos down the road. Just makes life easier. Truthfully, this is only the second time I've had used this stove out. Yesterday I wanted to test it, make sure it worked. Bought it months ago. I haven't had an opportunity. Figured Labor Day, why not? I got here early enough where the beach isn't crazy. So, in a moment, we'll talk about everything else. So final thoughts about the stove. I probably wouldn't take it to the beach. There's too many moving parts. Great little stove, bomb-proof, it'll last forever, but there's a lot of maintenance involved with it. There's a hand pump that can go wrong. That's why I like my BRS stove. Very few parts. Just have to really make sure the gasket's there and you're good to go. Would be great in extreme weather, especially considering fuel is so cheap for it. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully you got a little out of it. Before we go, let's try some of the coffee. Yeah, that's good instant. I've never had instant that I enjoy. This is pretty good. I got it at Amazon. I'll put it up here somewhere so you can take a peek at it. But hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully you got a little out of it. It's a short one. And please click like and subscribe. Remember, at the end here, I do have some B-roll of just beach scenes and the waves coming in. So let me know if you guys like that. I'll continue it. If not, who knows? So please click like and subscribe. Remember, I hike it, I review it, so you don't have to. Have a great day. And if it's Labor Day for you, have a great Labor Day.